Yes, Rajni, ma'am, please go ahead. Yes, Rajni.
Good morning, madam. This is Ashwa here. I'm interested in the example you gave. The doctor means separating the white coat from himself or herself, and also the example you gave, the rich man, poor. So I'm just having a bit of a thought about that. See, every guru, every philosophy tells us to be proficient in what we do, right? A soldier is proficient in fighting, and the botanist proficient in looking at the nature and explaining. Engineer proficient in building the structure. Likewise, this guy, the rich man, poor, is also proficient in his whatever he's doing. He's built up. He's very happy to see the glitters on the wall and the silver plate. And what's wrong in that? I'm just questioning. He's also proficient, just like Arjuna. So why do we have to tell them that this is not balanced?
So, sir, I think what you said is excellent question, and I'm glad that you raised this up because we're not saying that one is less or one is more or you shouldn't aspire. Of course, you enjoy everything you do. But earlier in, like, I'm talking about the Satya Yuga, right? People chose profession based on what they enjoy or what they're passionate about. And we live in today's world where everything is coined by money, the value, the returns that we have. So once you realize being a doctor and being a soldier or being a waiter, it doesn't matter as long as you realize this is the work you have chosen and you're getting the returns of it. So, of course, you enjoy all the returns, all the riches, all the silver that comes, because if that's what you truly desire, of course. But once you realize with the awareness that you are not that, you're not the doctor, you're not the waiter, you're not the soldier, it is just the work that you're doing. And as a return, you don't have to keep your esteem based on the value that the work that you're doing. So, in other words, if you are anything poor or later, it is just a state of consciousness. In the physical world, yes, you get the rewards because we design the system. But once we realize, if you know the Auroville community where everybody is one, which means you just trade off whatever you're doing. But we live in a world where we feel that we are successful because we live in a mansion. We are successful because we have this much bank balance. So that is what we are saying, that is not true. And very soon you'll realize when you are not that. So you have come here, you've chosen that profession based on your desires, either from this lifetime or the previous lifetime. It is always like for being an actor. Somebody wants to be an actor. So it is wrong? No. You're making the money for it. It's wrong? No. Of course, you inspire your kids that you learn, you become this. So that way when can you feed others when you can feed your own stomach, right? If you don't have money, you can't do any of it. So of course you'll see that we want everything in abundance. But as long as you realize you're not that, you're not this body, you're not this profession, once you have that awareness that you're consciousness and you're one with all, and we are independent being, that's when the abundance truly will flow. If not, say somebody doesn't have that awareness and you're just a doctor enjoying your profession, enjoying your wealth, everything, you're still donating, you're doing right. It's great, because you're getting a reward for all the hard work you put in. Correct.
Yes.
As long as you are in that bliss, in that abundance of who really you are, you're happy with yourself, you're giving with your heart. You no more will feel giving when you realize you are that consciousness. So that is what was the, and it is a deeper subject, but I thought this is a meditation community. We should hit ourselves with more deeper conscious than just feeling good about doing 30, 40 minutes of meditation every day. So I think universe chose that for you masters. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Divya.
Sonal ji,
Mm.
thank you so much. Very nice perspective of thinking, looking at life. Usually we don't look at life in this perspective. Thank you so much. That wonderful takeaway that we are abundant. We are that. We're already that. Yes. Wonderful, Sonal. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Of course. So happy to meet this beautiful community and all the masters here. I see Ashok Mittalji, which I haven't met for a long time. I wonder if it's same Ashokji. I haven't been in any of the flagship program lately, but I did see a chat on Namaste Ashokji. I don't know if you're still on, but wonderful to see you there. He was one of my first co-participant when I joined Buddha CEO.
Wonderful, wonderful to hear that, ma'am. Sharda, she would like to know if there's a way that she can communicate with you.
Oh, definitely. Please share my phone number and WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp me anytime, and then if I'm at work or doing something, I will get back to you.
Sure.
Yeah, can you provide the number here in the chat? Is it possible?
Sure. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, it's not the right number.
Okay.
There we go. Now we have it correct.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, Sonia ji, please go ahead, ma'am.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was copying the number on my notepad.
Okay.
Thank you so much. This was truly, I mean, it was very, very enlightening.
Oh.
I mean, I have to gather my thoughts together, and so I think, I mean, there were so many takeaways. I took a lot of notes. I am a note taker. I may not read everything all the time, but I think when I'm writing down what I hear and what I understand, I think it as you said, the energy flows within you, and you start maybe even unconsciously starting to behave and give out that energy that you've written down. So I definitely feel that. So thank you so much. I heard that you are you talked about Satyasai.
Correct.
Yes. So I just wanted to share that my grandparents were Satyasai bhaktas, and when I was a very, very young, maybe like 2-3 years old, I've seen him. He's come to my grandparents' house, and we used to go to Prashanti Nilayam and the different places. I can't remember of all the places, but yes, I feel truly blessed.
Mm-hmm.
And when you said, I don't know who that was, but you said that we don't realize what we have. A lot of people here did not come by choice. Many came here by choice, but a lot of people did not. They came because their family brought them along. You get married. So yes, that is one of my wishes, is in my next life, to stay in India. So yeah, that was a big takeaway, that other people feel the same, that we always, I think, talking back to Ashwaji's question, we often weigh richness and poorness based on material things. We almost 89-90% of the time we do that. And that's just how we are, because as you said, money is just a currency that we are so used to in everything that we do, and we don't think of it as also a coin of consciousness. And it was amazing. I mean, I love every bit of it, so thank you so much. My one question is that when you see so much negativity and everything that's going on in the world today, it just seems like there's just the more people are being, that there are a lot of good people in this world, but it's very difficult. So that, how do you cope with everything that's thrown at you, when we continue to say, I'm happy, I'm abundant, and I'm joyous, and all that, but sometimes it can be draining. So I would like to get some thoughts on that, on how do you keep yourself positive and not get caught up in, drawn into all the negativity.
So first and foremost, Soniaji, wonderful that you came forward and sharing. You shared your heart. I could feel that energy coming from you. So always believe that no matter where you are and what you're doing, it's basically witnessing everything, right? Once you realize you are that consciousness, then you just become the witness in this physical world, which means we've come here just to experience. And everything that we call negative, we all coexist, right? There is night and days, there is sun and there is moon, there is positive and there is negative. We're incomplete without each other. So once we realize that we are grateful for this negativity, and mark my words, I'm not saying negativity in terms of what you're happening, but you realize that everything is us. The reason we are experiencing this is because we are all in this together. We cannot say I didn't do any damage on this planet Earth, because I am using all of that, the things that is gone negative, the buildings, the computers, the technology, the Wi-Fi world that we created. Yes, it is, every plastic bag that we use, every machinery that we use. So unconsciously, we are part of that. And once you realize that you have to learn to stay, that is why do you think all these people are meditators? You always remember, where your attention goes, that's where the energy flows. Where the energy flows, the universe shows. So the moment you think you've heard a negative news, you switch yourself off, saying it's okay. I send them peace and love, and may the best happen. Because you really don't know. It's the perception of right and wrong. It's a perception of negative and positive. Something that is positive for you could be negative for them, or vice versa. So read a book which is Four Agreements. It's one of the best book that changed my life. So in my truly day-to-day reality, when we are in this body consciousness, I keep a circle of light around me. When I take that vibhuti of my guru, it believes that, it protects me from everything. That is the faith that I grew with. And I truly believe he's the author of my life, which means I'm here today with his will. because my consciousness, the true I am, is ready to evolve. Everything that I learned from my parents, from my gurus, from my mentors, I'm getting to experience by connecting with that meditative. What happens in meditation is you remind yourself that you're not this body. You are that infinite energy, that consciousness that you are, and you're unlimited. You can do anything that you desire. And the key is to desire the right thing, which come in dharma. And it comes back to 5 basic values. So how beautifully everything is interconnected, right? So that's why we don't have to choose that, oh, do I worship Shiva or do I worship Krishna or do I worship this one? We are all one. Doesn't matter which form you choose, just like Navratri, that is what Navratri significance is, right? The different energy that we are, we want to invoke that and remind ourselves of truly that energy, that abundance, that power we are. And to answer your question about positive and negative, you do 4 things. One is never take anything personally, which means you, no matter what people say and do, you leave it outside that circle, good or bad. Don't make any assumptions. Oh, they didn't call me for the party. They think I'm stupid. You're making all assumptions. You're thinking that they think this way. You don't know that. And be impeccable with your words. And the last one is do your best in any situation. Do your best. That's all it is that you can do. So it's a beautiful book. And yes, that is why we stay unaffected and we become everything as an experience. Losing partnership, losing job, losing, any adverse events. Once you realize that, yes, you express your emotions. If you need to cry, you need to express that loss, sure. But accept that and be a witness that I'm just experiencing this. And that's why we become grateful. Because how many times we are appreciating each other until we lose each other, right?
Right. Thank you so much. One, you said where the thoughts go, the energy flows. Where the energy flows, what happens?
So where your attention is,
Mhm.
that's where the energy flows. So if you put
Yeah.
your attention on lack, that will flow, and that's where the universe will show. So basically, once you realize that your each thought,
Mm.
think of your each thought, your word, as energy that you're putting out in the universe. So you told somebody you're stupid, it's gone in the universe. You
Yeah.
felt about somebody that you may not say because we've become smart, that this person is stupid. That energy is gone, right? That thought is there. So where the attention is, that's where the energy flows. Where the energy flows, the universe shows. So universe will show that. So that is why they say everything that we experience is what we have created. So there is really no one else who's done anything. And that is why we don't blame and we don't claim. Because everything that you're experiencing is your creation. And it's a deeper subject again. I'm sure Divyaji will relate to it. But that is why it is important to understand the science behind each breath and meditation. I hope I
Yes,
answered
yes.
your question.
Thank you so much. And, I think towards the tail end of the meditation, when you were playing the Shivoham song, it actually hit me,
Mhm.
Emotionally, because I think we, as you said, we are consciousness, and we just have to be nicer to everybody in the world. No, we don't know what other people's story is, and as far as good and bad, yes, Bhagavad Gita also says the same thing. There's nothing as good and bad, and I think this is why every day morning, listening to people, reminding us over and over and over again is so important. So thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thank you, Meditation Magic, for bringing amazing speakers that always remind us that what we're doing is right. We just need to do it more often and keep remembering and do it consciously. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonia ji. Absolutely. That's a beautiful message that joining these sessions and listening to such great masters like Sonal ji and all the amazing masters we have coming in every single day, reminding us, teaching us so much of wisdom. It indeed is a great lesson for us. Thank you so much. With all right. So, any closing words and wisdom, ma'am?
I think, all I say is, eternally grateful and always, reminding each other, masters, that giving me a chance to stir up really who I am and giving me this platform to share this space with you. I'm eternally grateful. And, I always tell myself I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Once any atrocities hit in life, always remind yourself that that is only 0.001%. Every physical experience that we are, the highs and the lows of life, is 0.001%. And is it worth it to connect to that, or we connect to the 99.999%? We are ambitious, we are abundant, and we always choose what is right, what is truth. So once you come into that other side, 99.999%, by doing the meditation every day, all I tell everybody is just sit and meditate, and the rest will just flow. Life is, how easy is this? That's what I love about breath mindfulness, this anapanasati meditation. You don't remember anything, no problem. All you do is close your eyes, clasp your hands, and just stay with your breath. How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
Once we remember just to do that, the rest is all sorted.